Hi, my name's Doug Bird. I'm a longtime golf student of 50 plus years. And let me tell you a little bit about how the spherical golf swing concept came about. You see me standing on a swing station, and I'll explain that to you in a little bit. My skill level in recent years has been probably a high single-digit handicap. I could shoot mid-70s or I could shoot mid-80s, which is a big difference between those skill levels. And I kept bouncing around. I wasn't getting any consistency. Literally, out on the golf course, sometimes I could lose my feels for the swing. And then it would take me 2 or 3 holes to get it back, and there goes my good score. And I know all golf students have gone through that. So one day on the range, I came up with the idea that perhaps there was a way to create a template for me to follow that would basically guarantee that I'm not going to be very far off on my swing. And the idea was, if I was inside of a glass sphere, simply inside of a glass sphere and sitting in the bottom of it, and if I swing around the glass sphere with the club head following the curvature, the interior curvature and the confines of this glass sphere, how would that affect my swing? It would probably, in my mind, it would probably keep me from getting too far out of line, out of plane, and get me compressing the ball better. So I tried it out, and for several weeks, and gradually my swing actually started getting better. During this phase of my swing development was that I was basically looking at where I wanted the club go, feeling where I wanted the club. I could visualize it and not really worry about how I got it there. This was a way for me, as a longtime golf student, to work from the outside in, so rather than inside out. So just let my body do what it needs to do if I know where it needs to go. So that was the concept. And I ran the idea by Ryan, my golf coach, and he liked it a lot. And so I kept working on it. And what I find out is the spherical concept. It's a sort of a 3-dimensional way of looking at it. What everybody learns golf with is in many types of instruction. It's all 2-dimensional. You've got your plane and you've got your circle. Everybody has a circle. But I took the concept, what I think the spherical concept does is it takes it to a new level. So there's an expression that Jackie Burke Jr., the late, great Jackie Burke Jr. Used, and that was his concept of the golf swing was that everything is round in the golf swing, and that makes it consistent with nature. And the way he describes it is everything is round. Our body is round, our arms are round, our legs are round, the trees are round, the earth is round. You put a line on the ground and you make it long enough, and that's going to curve as well when it goes around the earth. So this takes that to a whole new level. So what I feel like now, when I'm inside this virtual sphere, you have to visualize it before you can feel it. But if you visualize it, then you can feel it. Now, this was very interesting to me because it worked for chips. It actually works with my putts. My putting game increased immediately in skill level. I started getting fewer putts per round. I felt like, and I still feel like I'm going to make a ton of putts because I've got a good stroke without a lot of moving parts, and it's got a good form to follow. So my success level started with the putts, and then gradually got better through my short game, and then into my long game. So it worked. Now, the swing station that I'm on now, that came about after the fact, and I started thinking about, okay, it would make it easier if I could actually have a swing station put together where I could actually literally feel like I was in the bottom of the sphere. Because when I was feeling before every shot, like I'm in the bottom of the sphere and I'm going to follow the interior lines or walls of this sphere, as long as I get my sequencing right, then it's going to work for me. It shouldn't be necessary to say this, but it's important in golf that our entire body, including our arms, hands, and club package, flow in the direction of our swing shape. Our overall swing shape is spherical, so it is highly desirable that we are aware of our spherical space within which we need to perform our swing. Here we come to a critical point. In an effective golf swing, we swing around ourselves. We do not, as many of us believe, swing our club up and down, nor do we swing it around and in front of ourselves towards the target.